Hello my friends, welcome to Haein Yoga. In this session, we will be practicing yoga for a good night's sleep. This is an all-level Yin Yoga sequence through which we let go of tensions and create space in our body and mind to prepare ourselves to rest deep and effectively through our sleep. Sleep is the best remedy for recovery, and recovery is an essential part of life. Just look at how much time we spend in sleeping in our lifetime. Almost 1/3. 1/3! And that's how much importance there is in sleep. And preparation will enhance its effectiveness. Do you want to have more energy in your life? Look at your recovery efficiency before looking at your performance efficiency. So in terms of props that you may need, if you have yoga block, have it ready. If you don't have, don't worry about it. We can just use the rolled yoga mat and that will do the job. Okay? Something I want to bring your attention to as we go into this session is that as we prepare to go to sleep, we are going to the realm of dream and subconsciousness. But the time of dusk, it's an auspicious time. It's a time in our everyday that we don't know much about. So become aware of that transition and consciously open yourself to that realm of night. Because this night, this time of the dusk can be a tremendous resource, both physically and spiritually. Okay, let's dive in. Let's start in a seated cross-legged position. If you find it's a little bit difficult for you to sit with your back straight, comfortably, then sit on a cushion. Just raise your hip level so that you can relax your hips. And from there, just let's gently place your arms on the side of your hips and take a deep breath in through the back of the neck. And as you exhale, allow your head to lean to the right side. Not necessarily dropping to the right side, not like a ear to the shoulder, but a gentle leaning, elongating the left side of your neck. Relax your left arm so that the weight can continue the work for you, the weight of your left arm. And slowly coming back to the center and continue to the other side. And as you lean to the left side, make sure that you are not pushing to go further, but really letting the weight of the head and weight of your right arm do the job for you, and you're there witnessing the sensations on the side of your neck. And slowly coming back to the center. Gently bring your head forward, and as you do that, pull the chin towards the floor. So it's not chin to the chest, pulling the chin to the floor, but without hunching with your back. And do the same the other way. Lean the head back and lift up the chin. So not dropping the head back, but elongating, lengthening the front of your neck. And slowly coming back to the center. One more time. Pull the chin down. As you do that, elongate the back of the neck. And pull the chin up, elongating the front of the neck without cramping the back of the neck completely. Coming back to the center. Walk your right hand to your right side and have your left hand holding the back of your left head. Gently bend your right elbow. The right elbow may touch the ground, may not touch the ground. It's not that important. Feel the sensation on the left side of your body. Ground your left hip to the floor. Roll the left elbow back. Drop your left shoulder down. And if it's comfortable for your head, for your neck, then look up. Now make this gentle. And make this a whole body experience. And for it to become a whole body experience, it should not be too intense. As it becomes more and more intense, it kind of focalizes the experience, which isn't bad, which is amazing. Just for now, for this time, we want more expansive experience. So engaged, but not too intense, where we kind of need to zoom in. And slowly coming back to the center. And continue to the other side. Be aware of the transition of moving from one side to the other. Often we focus on kind of like hitting the pose and we forget about how we go in and how we come out. You know, when you look at dancers and you find them so beautiful and so graceful, that grace and beauty comes from not necessarily in the middle of action, but the in-between, how one flows from one to another. When it looks seamless and effortless, we find it beautiful and graceful. So something similar here, we're inviting that gracefulness by paying attention to the transition. And slowly coming back to the center. And this time let's walk the hands forward. And as you walk your hands forward, not falling forward, stay in your center, stay in your hips. And as you go forward, imagine almost the same amount or even more pulling you back and down, grounding. For us to go farther, we need strong anchoring. It's like, you know, you want your branches to go up and high and wide. You need your roots strong. So something like that, yeah? So ground your hips. Like further you want to go forward, ground your hips even more, root them down. Relax your hips and your belly as much as you can. And eventually you can relax your head completely, only if that feels supportive for your experience. Oh, my belly is starting to make some sound. It's a good sign. It means I'm relaxing, my belly is relaxing. Or I'm hungry. Okay, so let's slowly come back up. All right. And let's come to lying down position on your back. Find your feet hip wide distance under your knees. Have your big toes slightly pointing forward. Stretch your arms over the head on the floor. So your arms stretched next to your ears, palm facing up. And from here, let's slowly curl up to bridge pose. And roll down back to flat on the ground. And we're going to repeat this 5 times with breathing. As you inhale, you bring your hips up, and as you exhale, you bring your hips down. Inhale, a soft, long breathing, and soft and deep exhalation. And take this as a spinal, bringing fluidity in your spine, and slowly coming up all the way over to the shoulder. And exhale. Coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. You may notice, I notice myself actually, that I hold my breath in the end, kind of to extend the experience, and also really enjoying that silence. And one more time. And the next time when your hips comes down to the ground, let your knees lean to each other, have your feet about mat-wide distance, and relax your belly. Feel the weight of your belly pouring down into your sacrum as you relax farther and farther. Bring your feet together and lift up your hips and place your hips a little bit to your right side, outside of the center line, out of the center line. And then lift up your leg to 90 degree in your hips and 90 degree in your knees. Stretch your arms out to the side, both arms to the side. I'm just modifying a little bit here as I don't have a lot of space in the camera that fits in the camera. But your both arms are stretched to the side, and slowly bring your legs down to your left. And as you do this, don't let it fall. Make this really gentle and conscious, because it's really the way down that is magical. It's not when you reach the floor. It's the way down that is so magical. And I'm keep coming back to this, this time of dusk, time of that transitional time in a lot of myth and legend and fairy tale. It's that time, that transition time where a lot of magic happens. And slowly coming back up. Place your feet on the ground. Recenter your hips. And then bring your hips up once again and place a little bit outside to your left side this time. Bring your legs up. And slowly lower the legs down to your right side. And again, enjoy that way down. Align the head in a way that your ear line is aligned with your spine rather than the back of the head. One more breath. And slowly coming back to the center. You can bring your knees closer to your chest as you bring your legs down to make it less heavy. And then eventually find your feet on the ground and slowly soles of the feet together and lower your knees out to the side. And again, here as well, do not let it fall. Do not swing it out and open. Gradually, very gradually, allowing your knees to fall to the side. And making it really gradual. So that when you arrive to a place where you really let go, the weight continue working and do its job. Trusting our body to continue the job. Beyond our control. Beyond the time of the day. Beyond our awake time. And slowly we're going to bring the leg back. Use your hands to gently bring the legs together. Oh, yes. Oh. And now here is the last piece. So this is a time that you bring the yoga block or the rolled yoga mat. Place the rolled yoga mat just across your shoulder blade, so that it's you're going to lie down on top of the rolled yoga mat or yoga block, and in the end you want the middle of your chest to kind of hit the top point. And the best place where you want to be is where you're, where you don't feel too much stretching, too much drop back from the head, from the neck. So that's why you want really the middle of your chest to be at the toppest part. So that for the neck it would be gradual, not cutting from the neck. And if this is and if you don't find a place where you find ease in your neck, then just simply place a blanket or a cushion under your head. Raise your head a little bit so that you make this arch around your upper back much more, less strong. So it's a passive chest opening. Eventually you can bring your arms over the head. That will give a little more openness. The legs could be stretched out or knees bent, whichever that feels comfortable for you. And it's such an amazing passive way to have your chest relax and open. If you're using yoga block, find the right height where you feel comfortable, especially comfortable for your neck. And again, raise your head if your head is hanging down strongly. Yeah. Few more breaths here. And if you have time, please stay a little longer. You can stay in this position for a few minutes or even longer, really. So if you are coming out of the position here, then make sure you come out really gently. If you are staying here a little longer, good for you. Just make sure when you come out, when you're ready to come out, place your arms on the side of your hips and chin to the chest gently. And roll up. And give yourself a gentle hug. Thank you everyone for joining me on this video. A question I want to leave you with is, how's your relationship with your subconsciousness? Comment below. If you like this video, give a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for weekly yoga practice. I wish you a beautiful day and see you next week. Keep shine on.